Alright guys, as we're at this morning, it's Tuesday, it's kind of sort of rainy out, kind of sort of, and we got the John Deere coming. Holy, what the fuck was that? Something just fell. So yeah, I'm going to bring in that John Deere today. We're going to pop that rear end. Hopefully nothing's dickered on it like everything else has been around here this past week and a half now, I'd say. Yeah, so apparently the white's going and the Husqvarna's going. We're not even going to bother fixing them. Unfortunately, it kind of sucks for me because I'm not going to make as much money as I planned, but still make about 120 bucks, so whatever. But, well, it's just on the Husqvarna. I mean, I'm not in that a whole lot of hours, so it took me like 2 hours to put everything together. But, yeah, so I'm going to bring in the John Deere this morning. We're going to put the rear end on it and hopefully get that thing running. The key came in the other day for it, and, yeah. Oh, and I got these two little Honda carburetors here I'm working on for a friend. I got to, I'll show you what I got to do here. This carburetor here needs to be drilled out a little bit. Like, see, Honda for this carburetor here, they want like $179 for, which I thought was outrageous. So what I ended up doing was I ended up looking at a bunch of pictures on eBay, trying to figure out what I can do with it. And what's wrong with this one is the inside of it's apparently cracked. The main jet's all fucked up, I guess, and he wasn't able to fix it. So what's going to happen is this is I've already removed the what's this? The choke positioner thing. So I gotta make that hole where that hole is. I gotta grind out that little flange there and then re-drill a little bit bigger hole. This looks like to be about maybe an eighth to maybe 3/16 as opposed to this one's about 1/4 of an inch. And they're both the same carburetors, so I'm just gonna drill out that and then just drill out the bottom piece. Well, actually I don't even need to drill out the bottom piece because the thing's just the same. It's just the little top flange part that makes everything different. So awesome. Really nothing's different on this carb other than I was just saying that the choke, and there's this one little extra hole here, and I think that's just for like another attachment or something like that because I get threads in there. So yeah, awesome. So that's what we're going on today. I also got to pick up a not only got to pick up one belt, which is good. So I only got to pick up one belt, and that's for my house. No, the air ends there. I was originally going to pick one up for the Husqvarna. Obviously that one's not in the plan no more, so that's just awesome. R3. So yeah, that's today's plan. So let's get to it. Oh yeah. Well, I tell you what, that pallet jack worked out pretty damn good. Just doesn't like the gravel too much, but that just saved me. Holy, and it worked good too. First time I really ever used it on the tractor. That's gonna be nice. It's gonna be real nice. See, I thought this end here would have been more heavier because it's got the motor in it and no transmission, but it worked out pretty damn nice. Sweet. Blowjob power equipment. Huh. Alright, from Pennsylvania. We got a Pennsylvania tractor. Alright, let's drop that 6-speed or 5-speed in it, whatever it is. Should be a fun day. Don't you love a deer? Alright, so I got the transmission all set, just about ready to go. Just had to remove these little brackets right here that were left on the John Deere when I did it, because I kept these ones on. I figured it might be simpler just to do it that way. Had to change out just a few little odds and ends, like this little tie rod end here. I ripped that off the other transmission, put it on that, and just a few little things I had to just rummage around, get my cable ready, put a little bit of dielectric grease on it, so we have no problems with that later. I did snap one bolt on the transmission for the brake here, but that's really not a big deal. I can fix that. So yeah, I'm getting ready to lift this pretty much lift the tractor right on the transmission. Hopefully it sets on right, and I won't have to jack it up or anything. So I'm going to give it a shot, and we'll take it from there. Set you guys up right here. My little kickstand is missing. I can't believe it. I'm pretty sure I bought a red one, and so I wouldn't lose it. But yeah. So let's lift her up and see what happens. I don't think this will work really because of the angle of the tractor, but you never know. We'll have to wait and see. Worth a shot. There, yeah, go back. Still gotta go back and shit for a little more. Where am I? Oh. Sweet. That little fall, but I just aligned it. Wow. That couldn't have worked out any better. Nice. Alright, so I guess the transmission's in. That went a lot smoother than I thought it was going to be. Oh, that piece is going to go right through there. Don't want to lose that, because I have a feeling that's going to kill me come later. Yeah, holy. Huh. That's a nice little marking. It's a pretty dirty looking John Deere. What kind of motor does this have in it again? Cola Command. That's what it had. Huh. Not gas. Done. Wow. Actually smells like fresh gas. Maybe this thing will start right up. Probably not. Okay, we definitely need a new cap for that because that thing's stripped. Alright, back to work. Alright, I don't know what took longer, putting the whole transmission on or trying just to get the damn belt on. Holy. I think it just probably took about 30 seconds to get the transmission on, bolted on, and it's on. The belt, probably about a half hour. They just don't make any room in there for you to get your little tiny fingers in there just to wrap that damn belt in there. It's like, are you kidding me? I loosened up all the tensioners and all that good shit, and I just couldn't get my damn fingers back there. I don't know if they're too big, but my fingers that I thought were skinny. And I had to use my long screwdriver and jam it in there. So I was probably working on that for about at least a minimum of 20 minutes, I'd say. But holy, it's on now. So all the linkages hooked up. That one wire's hooked up. I just gotta do the brakes, tap that one little screw out, and so she might be good to go. But I think I'm getting ready to go clock off for some lunch. And the seat is still taking a piss. We're gonna unbolt this too. We got a new seat to put on. But yeah. Whew. Fun, fun, fun. John Deere's, when you're putting on a belt, they just don't make it easy. I've done, seems like every single John Deere that I've had in the shop that needed a belt job, I've usually just didn't even bother putting the belt on and just selling it as is, or it takes me about like an hour and a half just to put the damn belt on. I mean, it's the same deal with, I had a John Deere John Deere R70, needed a deck belt. That was a bitch to put on. John Deere RX63, that needed a drive belt and a mower deck belt. I just completely sold out when I was this. And a John Deere RX75 just last year. That thing was a fucking bitch to get on. It's just that John Deere's, the older ones, they are a bitch to get on, the belts. I don't know, boys. So I'm clocking off for lunch. We'll get back to you in a little bit once maybe I'll have the tires on, the seat swapped out. Maybe we'll turn her on, see if it runs. Oh, yeah. Alright, so the John Deere lives another day. It does run, fired up pretty nice. Just popped the battery in and put her on choke and fired right up, no problem. I mean, that's what usually what these Kohler engines like. I like the fire on first start, which I like about the Kohler engines, but they just don't last. Well, they do last, but if we're on low on oil, then you're just completely fucked. But, yeah, so it runs, it drives. I had it driving back to about here and there, and then I realized Well, there's a little tiny part missing on this thing, and it needs to be on, which is the brakes. Forgot to put the caliper and tap the thing out because I took off for lunch and stuff like that. So I think I'd come back, just pop the tires on and give her a whirl, and sure enough, almost smashed right in that wall. That would have been just great. So I'm gonna pop that tire off. I gotta do the brakes, and yeah, looking pretty good. I think I heard the electronic PTO kick on too. I didn't really give it a full turn. Yeah, kicked on. So that's awesome. But I gotta figure out if my oil filters are gonna work for this thing. Cause I usually buy these for the Briggs. I'd imagine they'd probably be the same. I'm gonna go look on another engine and check it, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm hoping that'll work. They're both the same, but you never know. Could be different thread or something ridiculous. But yeah. Tell you what, guys, that brake is kicking my ass. Holy! So I gotta get the bolt off here, so I can get this whole caliper off, so I can tap out that one that I already snapped, and I gotta unseize the two little pistons there. Well, I don't know. I'm hoping I gotta go to the Home Depot in Waltham, and I'm hoping that they have the friggin' MAP gas, because the Home Depots around me, they haven't sold it since they recalled them. So I'm really in a little bit of a pickle, and my torches, well, yeah, they're out of Oxy. No, they're out of Oxy. So that blows. So I gotta go to the Home Depot in Waltham. When I'm up there, I might as well grab the belt down Easton Bearings, because that's kind of sort of on the way, even not really. And yeah, should be fun. Probably should pull that oil filter off before I go too, so I can check, make sure it's the right one. If not, then I can just grab them at the Home Depot. Down at the Home Depot. Oop. Whoa, that thing just flew out of my hand. Oh, tell me I can't get in there with this thing. This is my only one. Oh, just made it. Just made it. Look at that. What a fit. Alright, let's get that off, and we'll go to Home Depot. Holy. Alright, so friggin' holy. Oh, this thing is like starting to kick my ass a little bit. I've been working on getting this this brake caliper off. I'm not really sure where I left off at, and well, I ended up snapping the other bolt there, and I think I left off at I was going to Home Depot, so I went to Home Depot, and they finally had MAP gas, which I was very, very surprised and very, very happy, because I haven't been over to get it in over at least 6 months. Like, I haven't had this shit since last summer. Also picked up a few other things. I got the drill bits for that carburetor. Picked up a new Makita Milwaukee set there, so I figured I might as well grab some of them. That was like 13 bucks or something. New belt for the Arians. I got a calendar finally for the shop, and a couple of grease fittings that are here somewhere. But I was asking about you guys, whoever lives in the United States, even Canada, and I found that these guys are the cheapest on getting belts for any type of thing you need a belt for. And I asked them, do they ship across the United States and Canada? And they said, yeah, we have no problem doing that. They'll just put in a little tiny envelope and send you whatever size belt you want. Guys, for a Craftsman drive belt or even a deck belt, 12 bucks. I mean, that's some fucking good deal right there. My Aaron's belt, this thing right here, cost me, that's the grease fittings, $9.02 for this drive belt. Like, that's a pretty good deal. And they're Goodyears too, so no Chinkinese things, they're just the made in Mexico ones. So just if you guys want and you want to call them, that's their phone number right there. Let it focus. It's 781-899-3952. And they will ship you out a belt. Doesn't matter where you're at. and they'll give you some good deals on some stuff. I mean, I picked up some grease fittings for like 42 cents for the grease fittings for this thing, because the grease fittings are all seized up and they won't accept grease anymore. So yeah, just I should let you guys know if you guys want some cheap prices. I mean, I'm all about the cheapness. I'm sure you guys are too. But yeah, so I think I'm just gonna call her a day on the brake anyway. I think I'm gonna finish up the motor, get it back in order, put the oil in it. I already did the carburetor on it, so I don't need to do that, which is a good thing. And I don't know, I might have to have my uncle Charlie come down and help me with this thing, because he's pretty good at getting the seize shit out. I mean, it's not like I can stick my oxyacetylene torch in there, or else I'll be just fucking melting the aluminums, you know? So I'm going to call him. He's usually pretty good at it. I'll ask him what he thinks about it, and we'll just take it from there. As you can see, we got some wood. I'll tell you guys a little more about that as the week goes on, but we're going to be doing a deck job for Dwayne there. His ex-wife's deck is in need of repair. Well, not the deck, just the steps, so we're going to be doing that. And I'm going to show you guys some carpentry tips, and we'll be working on these. I got to trim these down a little bit to like 3 inches, and I'll show you some tips on this shit once the week goes on. We probably won't do that till about Thursday or so, maybe Thursday or Friday. So yeah, but I think I might end the video here. Neighbor Jim's home. Just saw his car pulling. So yeah, I think I'm just going to end the video here. I got to pull this thing out of here by the end of the night, so I can bring my errands in, so I can put the belt on that, so I can cut the damn lawn. And then I got to pull the outdoor white in, get that cleaned up, because there's someone coming tomorrow to take a look at it. He's pretty down sure he's going to buy it. He offered us $650 for it, and I said, yeah, we can probably do that. So you might know, I mean, that thing might be gone tomorrow morning. He said he's coming around 10, so I don't even usually get up that early. But I guess it will be tomorrow. Son of a bitch. But, yeah, so anyway, guys, we'll talk to you guys all tomorrow. And till then, don't snap bolts on your John Deere. Or, let me take that back. Don't snap your nuts on your John Deere, because the deer will start crying and won't receive, I don't know. It's just stickered. It's friggin' blowjob power equipment. Should have known. You know? Oh.